Sign 1. They fight to solve, not to win. Most people think a couple that never argues is a strong couple. But silence around problems is like a slow leak in a roof. You don't notice it until the ceiling caves. Research published in the Journal of Marriage and Family found that couples who work through their conflict together are far more likely to stay together than couples who avoid it. The goal isn't no conflict. The goal is conflict that ends with both people feeling heard. Watch how a couple handles a disagreement. If they're both still on the same team by the end of it, that's a green flag worth celebrating. Sign 2. They choose each other in small moments. Love isn't just a feeling, it's a daily decision. It's one person saving the last cup of coffee. It's the other remembering how you like your eggs. A great relationship works like a well-worn pair of shoes. Not flashy, but built perfectly for the long road. The little choices stack up over years into something unbreakable. Pay attention to the everyday. That's where real love lives. Sign 3. They can sit in silence and feel safe. This one is so underrated. Two people who don't have to fill every moment with noise have something rare. Comfortable silence means you're not performing for each other anymore. You're just being. If a couple can share a quiet Sunday morning and both feel completely at peace, they've built a foundation most people spend their whole lives looking for. Sign 4. They celebrate each other's wins like their own. No scorekeeping, no quiet jealousy. When one of them succeeds, the other lights up just as bright. This matters more than most people realize. A 2022 study from the University of California found that how a partner responds to good news predicts relationship satisfaction just as powerfully as how they respond to bad news. Genuine celebration of each other's growth, that's love showing up on its best day. But the signs get even more specific from here. Sign 5. They don't need to be together every single second. Healthy space in a relationship is like breathing room in a good house. Without it, everything feels suffocating. Couples who last understand that independence feeds the relationship, not threaten it. They have their own friendships, their own interests, their own quiet time, and then they come back to each other fuller because of it. That's not distance, that's wisdom. Sign 6. They still flirt with each other years in. Honestly, this might be my favorite sign on the list. A couple that still teases each other, still sends silly texts, still catches each other's eye across a crowded room after a decade together, that's the real goal. Playfulness keeps love from going stiff. It's the difference between a relationship that grows and one that just ages. Sign 7. They talk about the future like it's already decided. Not if we're still together, not maybe someday. They say we want to go together. We want to go there. We're thinking about that. Future building together is one of the clearest signs two people are genuinely invested. It keeps both people walking in the same direction even when life gets complicated. Sign 8. They apologize and mean it. This is a skill. Not everyone has it. A real apology doesn't come with a but attached. It doesn't flip into an argument about who started it. It's clean, it's honest, and it moves the relationship forward instead of dragging it backward. Couples who repair well after a rupture are the ones who build trust that actually holds. Knowing how to say sorry and mean it is one of the most loving things a person can do. But now we're getting to the signs most people completely overlook. Sign number 9. They protect each other's reputation when no one is watching. Loyalty isn't just about staying. It's about what you say when your partner isn't in the room. Couples who last don't vent to anyone who will listen. They don't throw each other under the bus at dinner parties. They handle private problems privately. That kind of loyalty is like the roots of a tree. Nobody sees them, but they're the reason the whole thing stands. Sign 10. They grow individually and still grow together. This one takes real intention. Two people who are each becoming better versions of themselves and who cheer each other on through that process are building something that compounds over time. Think of it like two rivers running side by side. They don't lose themselves in each other. They move in the same direction, stronger for being close. Parallel growth is one of the quietest and most powerful forces in a lasting relationship. Sign 11. They remember the small things. Not just birthdays, the little details. The name of your childhood dog, the meal that reminds you of your grandmother, the song that makes you tear up without warning. When someone holds those details about you, it means they've been paying attention all along. Details are love made visible, and couples who notice each other in the small ways never really stop seeing each other. Sign 12. They make each other feel safe enough to be fully honest. Of all 12 signs, this might be the one most people underestimate. Emotional safety is the foundation everything else is built on. When two people can say a hard thing or scary thing without fear of being mocked or shut up, that relationship can handle almost anything life throws at it. Honesty without safety is just vulnerability with nowhere to land. But honesty inside of a safe relationship, that's where real intimacy lives. And that's what makes love last. And speaking of love, let's see which iconic couple spent the most on their wedding ring by clicking on that video that just popped up, and I will see y'all on the next video.